Hi, my name is Imtanis Shukri, and I'm going to be talking about the token handling library, which allows you to make authorized calls to the web API function from MQL5 from within MetaTrader. So pretty much what this does is it has a generate token, a retrieve token, and check token expiration, and these all allow you to make web requests with the token you need to be allowed to return a response. But first, before you do that, the way that this works, there's an endpoint called token create, and what that endpoint does is it gives you a token, but only if you're an authorized user. So before you do anything with this token authorization stuff, you have to go here to you run the web API, you make an account. I have, it's called VPS user, and then the password's VPS user 123. And there's going to be something that provides an encryption for you. It makes this file right here, this settings.txt. This has the login here, the VPS user, and then this is encoded in base 64, which is not the most secure thing, but it was the only thing that we can get to work in MQL5 right now. So someone else is taking care of the code that will actually write this file to the directory, but this information needs to pertain to an actual user. So this password needs to decrypt to the actual password of this user, the one that you create. So then once you have all this set up, you can go ahead and use the function here, this library. So generate token, what it does is it reads this file, the settings.txt, it gets the login, it gets the password, and then it makes a web request to this token create endpoint. It gets the access key, and then what it does is, and I'll show you here when I run it, if you run token testing, token generated, it tells you the token, and then it tells you if it's expired or not. But over here, you can see this is what the token generate does. It generates this file, token.txt, which has the token itself and then the expiration time. And so the rest of this, retrieve token returns a string of the actual token. So that's what you're going to be using to send the token in your web request. And then check expiration will check whether or not the token's expired. It will return true if it's expired and false if it's not. And I can show you, you saw here the example. Token's not expired because we just generated it. But, so here's an example of how you would use this code, right? So I have here token handling. You create the class, and then you initialize the retrieve token where you can store the token once you get it. And then here, see, you can do this code if the token check expiration is true. So if it is expired, you would generate a new token, just so you're not needlessly generating tokens all the time. And then retrieve token is equal to token.retrieve token, so it'll actually get it for you. And then an example of a web request with this here, you do a web request, you post URL. In this case, this is one of the endpoints that needs authorization. And then if you need to make an authorized call, you have to add here, this is what's going to be in all your web requests normally, and then you add this over here, so authorization. This is just another header pretty much. You do authorization bearer plus the retrieve token, and then you always have to end it with RN. And then once you do that, it will actually let you make the authorized call. Usually it'll give you a 401 status code if it doesn't accept the token. And 401 just means you're not authorized to make this call. So that's pretty much it with these web requests. You can see here, this is how I'm testing it, retrieving it. If it's just have some print statements. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks.